Hey, Internet. Did you know there's a plan to split California into 6 different states? Yeah, well, I mean, a plan in that some rich guy said, hey, you know what's a great way to demonstrate that either I don't understand economics or I understand it really well and just want to get mine and screw everybody else? Let's split California into 6 different economies. I'm going to settle for 3 Californias. Northern, Central, Southern. And we're going to have a root beer from each.
I'm gonna party like I did when I was aging. Too much root beer, stay up late. The Adam glasses, root beer round the hill. Yeah, the Adam glass, root beer round the hill.
So Natural Brew's been micro-brewing root beer from fine ingredients since 1994, I believe. Smuckers bought them fairly recently. But don't get confused. This is root beer, not jam. It's got a lot going on. Just on the nose, there's definitely some sarsaparilla and some birch in there. It's pretty light. Kind of a amber color, almost like a beer. Not a root beer, a beer. It's not terrible. It's crisp. But yeah, a lot of birch, a little bit of anise, some sarsaparilla in there, some sassafras. Really complex and really mediocre. It's not great. It doesn't pop. Tastes alright. There's no bite to it. It's got a good vanilla, a little creaminess into it. But yeah, it's just kind of there. There's other root beers with similar, I guess, claims about natural ingredients and complexity that just have a better flavor. Virgil's definitely one of them. And we've seen a few others. I don't hate it. Probably still give it a high rating. But it could be better. Oh. Well, as it turns out, Sparky's. It's not a twist off. Well, for the second time in our show's history, I've tried to twist off a pressured cap. Sparky's Fresh Draft Root Beer from Knox Brewing in Pacific Grove, California. Pacific Grove is just outside of Monterey. It's in Monterey County, Central California. Ooh, really interesting, really heavy, classic root beer smell. A little more going on for it. Kevin and Carol Knox, back in 2000, started micro-brewing their own root beer in their backyard and then decided to start bottling it. And distribution has slowly spread. I ordered it online. It hasn't quite spread to Ohio yet, but maybe someday. As you can see, it's pretty light in color too, though a little darker than the Natural Brew. Yeah, it's got a pretty classic root beer flavor, some good creaminess, some good herbs underneath. There's something interesting and almost peppery in it, right at the back of the tongue. I'm not quite sure what that might be. But other than that, it's definitely on the wintergreeny end of the anise wintergreen spectrum we hit in so many of these root beers. But only slightly. There's some deeper herbs under there, and like I said, it's got that weird thing right at the back of the throat. White Rose root beer, I have no idea who makes besides White Rose. They are out of Los Angeles, California. They are made exclusively for Soda Pop Shop. And you can buy it at sodapopshop.com if you so desire. Not much of a smell to it. Like at all. Obviously, in a clear bottle, you can see that it is already a darker product than the other two we've seen today. Yeah, there's really not a lot to the nose, except bubbles. The bubbles tickle my nose. Interesting. This, I will call it a solid classic root beer in that it tastes like any generic store brand root beer you might try. I guess it's nice that it comes in a glass bottle. It's made of real sugar. But it, yeah, it tastes like a grocery store brand. It really does. It's not bad. It just tastes cheap. And cheap is good if you didn't spend $2 on a bottle of it. So, you know, not exactly worth the money I paid for this, plus shipping, because I ordered that one online, because I have to, because it's Pop Shops, and that's in California, and I'm in Ohio. Root beer is very far away from me. Maybe we'll do an Ohio episode. Maybe if I can find more than one kind from Ohio. Anyway, ratings, because we got to have ratings, right? You know what, Nature Brew, for all its it could be better. We'll say again, but still, it's the most complex and exciting thing I drank here. We'll throw Sparkies in a second, and White Rose out behind for reasons already mentioned. Like I said, it's all right, but I could get it at the grocery store. Yeah. Anyway, cheers.